Welcome to this edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report. Today, we're going to do a fun little exercise. If the Chiefs season started today, what would their depth chart look like? Who would take the field as the starters and backups? Of course, we know things will change before the season begins, with the NFL draft, free agency moves, and potential trades still to come. But for now, let's break down this roster as it currently stands. I'm Tyler Jones, and I appreciate you joining us today. Before we dive in, we've been challenged by the Raiders report. Mitchell Renz says there's no way we can get 1,000 comments on this video. Chiefs Kingdom, are you going to let Raider Nation talk like that? Spam C in the comments and let's prove them wrong. Now, let's get started. No surprises at QB1. Patrick Mahomes is leading the way. But behind him, we've got some changes. Gardner Minshew is now the backup, bringing experience and solid play to the role. Bailey Zappe comes in as QB3, and Chris Oladipo is QB4. Minshew is a great addition. He's played in this division before and nearly led the Colts to the playoffs in 2023. If anything were to happen to Mahomes, knock on wood, Minshew gives this team a real chance to stay competitive. Isaiah Pacheco remains the top guy, with Kareem Hunt returning and Elijah Mitchell joining the squad from San Francisco. Carson Steele is fighting for a roster spot, and Keontae Ingram is in the mix as well. The Chiefs may not be done adding to this group. I expect them to target a Day 3 running back in the draft to develop for the future. There have been whispers that Pacheco and Hunt had some friction with Andy Reid last season, so keep an eye on how this shakes out. This position looks solid, but there are still some questions. Rashee Rice's availability is up in the air due to injury and possible suspension, and the same goes for Xavier Worthy. Marquise Brown's health is always a concern, and JuJu Smith-Schuster is back but remains a question mark. Beyond those guys, depth is an issue. I believe Brett Veach will look to add another receiver through the draft, free agency, or trade to ensure Mahomes has enough reliable weapons. Travis Kelce is back for what could be his final season in Kansas City. Noah Gray had a strong 2023, and I wouldn't sleep on Jared Wiley. After recovering from an ACL injury as a rookie, Wiley could emerge as a potential long-term successor to Kelce. The Chiefs may already have their future TE1 in the building. Big changes here. Jalen Moore is in at left tackle, Kingsley Suamataia is expected to slide to left guard, Creed Humphrey remains the best center in football, Trey Smith is back on a franchise tag, and Jawan Taylor holds down the right tackle spot. The biggest concern? Left guard. Suamataia is unproven, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs draft a guard early to compete for that starting role. Do you trust this offensive line? Let me know in the comments. Type Y for yes, N for no. George Karlaftis and Chris Jones are the stars up front, with Mike Pennell returning after his best season yet. Mike Dana is still in the mix, and Charles Omenihu adds solid depth. However, there are concerns. Jerry Tillery is a question mark, and it's time for Felix Anudike-Uzomah to prove himself. The Chiefs may need more depth here. Nick Bolton is locked in after signing a new deal, and he's entering his prime years. Drew Tranquill and Leo Chenal round out a strong group. Bolton has the potential to be one of the best linebackers in the league this year, and I expect him to play a huge role. This group has undergone some changes. Christian Fulton joins the team from the Chargers, and Trent McDuffie is expected to move to nickelback. Not a demotion, but a move to maximize his skill set. Jalen Watson and Fulton will likely start outside, with solid depth behind them. This unit was thin in 2024, but it looks much deeper heading into 2025. Who's your favorite new Chiefs player? Drop a name in the comments. With Justin Reid gone, Jaden Hicks is stepping into the starting strong safety role alongside Brian Cook. Hicks had an impressive rookie season, and while the Chiefs could still add another safety for depth, I'm excited to see what he can do with a bigger role. Harrison Butker returns after another excellent season, and punt god Matt Araiza is back as well. James Winchester remains one of the best long snappers in the league, and Nico Remigio is currently set as the primary return man. This could be the best special teams unit in the NFL. Not only will they avoid mistakes, but they'll actually help the team win games.